How's it going, everybody? It's me, Artsy Omni, with another reaction. It's been a while since I've done a reaction, but we've got Nintendo's E3 conference, which is something that I typically always want to react to, I guess. So, yeah, I really don't know what to say. I haven't really been trying to predict anything. I don't really have any expectations. Try to go into these without any expectations. So, with this like less than a minute left before this thing really kicks off. So I hope to see Splatoon 3, Breath of the Wild 2, or whatever it's called. But otherwise, I don't really have any expectations. Obviously, probable that we'll get another Smash DLC reveal, or maybe 2, I don't know.
Hello everyone, I'm Shinya Takahashi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct.
And Koizumi.
I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi. Today we have news on upcoming Nintendo Switch games, and we'll be focusing on a selection of games releasing this year. We hope you enjoy it.
Sounds good.
To begin,
we don't know if we'll talk about Switch Pro at all, if that's really a thing. What? They can't just... Ooh. Another Smash character, or rather another Zelda character for Smash? Because this is definitely like the Smash style, right? Oh! My brother's gonna be all about this. Oh, snap. So we've got another fighting game character from Tekken, Kazuya, who is Heihachi's son? Right? And Jin's father? I can never remember the family tree. I don't know if that's right. Tell me if I'm wrong, I guess. I don't actually play Tekken, but my brother does. Do you think they'll do 2 then? I love that they're doing the whole classic toss him into a pit of lava like his dad did to him. That's hilarious. This is part of the lore of Tekken, by the way. Kazuya's like got a devil gene and all that, if you're not familiar. I guess I am somewhat familiar with the story, but... So is it kind of like Sephiroth's one-winged angel transformation then? So we've got Heihachi. Is Heihachi still a Mii costume? We've got him in the background now. Good old dad. Oh, so his final smash is just Zero Laser, or whatever it's called. Samus's. Essentially. Also similar to Mario's in some ways, I guess. Closer to the same. Oh, don't do it! What small boy, don't drop. He can fly! What are you thinking? Back up. Come back up. There we go.
Hello, I'm Masahiro Sakurai from Sora Limited.
How's it going?
Director of the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate game.
You need a little bit of a comb there.
From the fighting game series Tekken will join the battle. Surprise!
He's probably going to tell us some of the lore.
Details at a later date, so
But...
please sit tight. For today, though, we've
Oh no,
I
think I swallowed my tea incorrectly. Thankfully, this is not a character that likes to announce all of the moves that he's doing, which both Ryu and Terry like to do. It just straight up feels like we're watching a fighting game, like a regular fighting game. There's going to be so many... Well, in the case of Tekken, I guess it feels slightly less authentic because you can't strafe, but it straight up just looks like we're watching a Tekken gameplay right now, except for all the very extravagant special effects that Smash likes to do. 10-hit combo? That's gonna feel really frustrating to fight, I can tell.
Like Tekken. No, it's Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
See? He agrees with me.
I'll talk about the fighter more in a future presentation. We still have to record it first, actually.
Is that what you're gonna do right now?
The air date is shown below. Please stay tuned.
It's in like a couple weeks.
Thank you, Mr. Sakurai. A new fighter, Kazuya, will join the fight in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
I've never actually heard...
Please look forward
I've always heard that name as Kazuya, but Kazuya is more accurate, obviously, because in Japanese, the U sound is very understated. I've been calling him Kazuya my entire life. Even though I know things like Sakura is not Sakura and stuff like that. But I never put it together to change my ways. Alright, so they opened with a Smash character, which is a good way to start. This is a very soothing. Got to bring it back to a mellow place, I guess. I've never played a Life is Strange game. Sorry, I was like really quiet for that. I don't know if I might edit this down, but I've never played a Life is Strange game. Man, still having trouble talking after almost inhaling my tea. All right, let's see what Twitter's talking about. I'm gonna try not to be too distracted about it. But... Wait a minute, is this? I missed the title on this, but is this the same Marvel game that was already on the Switch? I guess not. Worms game. Haven't played a Worms game in a while. I gotta be careful about browsing Twitter during a direct. There might be leaks. That's cute.
The fantastical realm of Orcanon awaits as you explore this fully hand-painted world.
It's an interesting choice to do like rigged 2D animation for something like this when, you know, we're getting so good at stylized like 2D looking 3D now. I guess it's still hard to pull off. Never played 2 Point Hospital. Never really been into like... I guess when I was younger I liked to play a lot of Roller Coaster Tycoon, but I haven't played a game like that in a long time.
A beloved series rolls into its 20th anniversary this year.
This got leaked. Although it wasn't clear if it was like a remake of the first 2 games. That was like a low frame rate animation. What was that all about? It looks like the classics, yeah. Even though I thought the leaks had gameplay that looked like the new versions of the characters. So it's just a collection. Oh wait, they are remastering them. So you can play the classic levels with the new skin? Wait, did they have a jump? Did they add a jump? You can't add a jump to the 1 and 2 levels. That just changes the entire design of it. Well, unless maybe it's like an option. I don't know.
It's a blast from parties past, and you're invited.
And you're
Ready for
invited.
another round of Mario Party mayhem? Live it up on 5 classic boards from the Nintendo 64 era.
Ah, so it's kind of like the remakes of the classic tracks in Mario Kart, but it's for
And when we say zany,
classic boards and Mario Party.
jump,
That's cool.
connect blocks.
I'm about that. I'm about like recreating the old stuff with a new coat of paint. I think it's good. Oh, I can't wait to see the comparisons to these mini games from the old stuff to the new stuff. It's gonna be cool. I remember that board.
Game modes work with online play.
This is actually pretty cool. I like this. What does Twitter think about this?
Playing a board game online with friends? Save your progress mid-game, grab a snack, then resume the festivities. Stickers are also available to communicate with others. It's time to partay in Mario Party Superstars, launching on the Nintendo Switch system October 29th. Pre-orders begin today.
That's pretty hype. I'm excited about that. I'm gonna get that. And if they have online, because they seem to be like testing the online for Super Mario Party, so they better have online play like out the gate for that.
Latest game in the Metroid Prime series, Metroid Prime 4, which we previously announced.
They're talking about it.
Today, we'd like to
This is a pretty strong start.
in the Metroid franchise. Please take a look.
Please take a look. That means we get to see something. And not just a logo. HD visuals. Oh snap, look at that PBR! They just called it Metroid 5. Does this mean this is a follow-up to Fusion? I'm not super familiar with the chronology of the Metroid franchise, but I know Fusion is like the latest in the chronology, like the timeline. That probably sounded really stupid if you actually know Metroid, but people have been asking about like a follow-up to Fusion for the longest time. Wait. What? This isn't Prime. This is... It's Dread. I remember that name from back in the day. They're actually doing it. This must be the same team that did Samus Returns? It seems like it would be. Oh snap, I bet Metroid Twitter is going crazy right now. So he was talking about Prime though, so are they going to show both? I'm betting people are going to say Nintendo 1E3 now. I'm just waiting for it. Metroid Dread. Oh, Chris is going to be so excited. I hope. Maybe. I don't know, Chris, you tell me. Chris Scheschel, for those of you who aren't familiar with Curioglyphic. He's one of my, he's a co-lead on Curioglyphic.
For the first new 2D Metroid game in roughly 19 years.
Yeah, been a long time. Metroid fans are probably going insane right now.
As the name Dread implies, this is a Metroid game with a new feel.
People are going
showcasing a
crazy.
variety of threats that
Sean Hicks is going crazy.
it's scheduled to be released on October 8th.
Get ready to
And the franchise that never dies. I wonder if it's coming out on the Wii, though. Is it? I wonder if it's coming out on the Wii, but not the Wii U, but on the Switch. Seems like something they'd do. I think they actually already did that with one of those, didn't they?
pretty over-the-top tracks. Up to 4 players
That's a
can
feature
race
that
together
Mario Kart doesn't have. Why can't you ride a
hit the road.
Pegasus in Mario Kart? What if they show another Mario Kart game? A new Mario Kart game?
Switch this fall.
Even if they just do, like, new tracks for 8 Deluxe, that'd be
The
cool.
ultimate Dragon Ball Z experience.
The other Omni might like this.
Relive
Or is
the
this...
story of
Oh, this
Goku
is a
and
game
other
that's already
Z fighters
been
through
out.
4 sagas
Frame rate
in
looks a little
this
chunky,
action
but maybe
RPG.
that's just the stream quality.
Here's some
Andre likes Metroid Dread too, from Game Exploring. According to a few people, at least, Nintendo's 1E3 already.
train to
Cool.
grab a golf
You don't have to
club
show
and
us this
ready to
anymore.
tee off.
We've already seen this. Maybe it's a new mode. I don't know.
The Mario Golf Super Rush game launches soon.
Yeah, just devote like less than a minute to this, please. We've only got 40 minutes.
Standard golf.
And so much stuff with Pauline in it now. Speaking of Pauline, do you think... So here's my theory. If they show a new Mario game, like, 'cause there's that rumored Donkey Kong game, right?
After 3 flags,
And people are speculating if it's like a 2D game, if it's like a 3D game, kind of like Mario 64 back in the day.
the golfing challenges that await
My
you
prediction, sort of out of like left field,
news. Free updates are
I think they're going to do a game called Donkey Kong,
characters.
but you play as Mario, as a successor to the classic arcade game where you play as Jumpman and your antagonist was Donkey Kong.
In Mario
So,
Golf Super Rush,
because it seems like they're like
Nintendo Switch
foreshadowing to that with the fact that they included New Donk City in Mario Odyssey, and it's by the team that made Odyssey, according to the rumor.
ready
So,
for the ride of a lifetime.
that's my prediction. And if I'm right about that, you have to like the video.
Fast and vibrant
You don't have a choice.
Monster Hunter.
You have to do it. You know, I've never played a Monster Hunter game, and that
Beware of the mini
probably
monsters
seems
roaming
like crazy to some people because it's a very popular franchise, but I've never played it. Let me know in the comments if this game
face battles,
is like measured up to other games in the franchise, because
which can be forged into
it looks very different from the one that came before it, which is like the multi-platform one that had more of like a realistic art style. I prefer this style, I think.
incredibly powerful
Just speaking from a purely visual standpoint,
rare eggs.
I like the more stylized look. Wait, is this stories?
Monster
This
Hunter
is stories. Okay, sorry.
Ruin soars onto Nintendo Switch
The
July
regular Monster Hunter Rise has a more realistic style than this,
free demo on June
but
25th and carry over your save data to the full game.
so I guess it's from what I understand, stories is a pretty different gameplay experience from the original.
A certain company.
All right, so there was like a survey that Nintendo took asking about a WarioWare game, if people would pay like $40 for a WarioWare game. Oh snap! I gotta be real though. I would prefer a Rhythm Heaven game from these people, but WarioWare is good too. I bet Kevin's excited. Mona Pizza. I want to make a. Actually, I'm sure people have made a 3D model of Mona Pizza already, but I'd like to smashify Mona Pizza. When was the last time Wario's talked this much? He used to in the other commercials, right? The 3D visuals are nice. Some of these have like nice stylized 3D models. I like those. That foreshadows like an interesting approach to if they actually do finally get to a Rhythm Heaven game on the Switch, which might not be until like the end of the life cycle, but
September 10th.
I'd be down for like some 3D models if they can keep the Takeuchi style. You know, I think it'd be fun. I've made a couple of animations with 3D style interpreting the characters, which I think is fun. It's a good exercise at the very least. I know people really like the 2D style, but I mean, this is charming, right? Don't you think?
It's releasing in the near future, so stay tuned.
So what other questions were on that survey that would have foreshadowed something like this? I guess the survey was really just to like try to figure out a price point for the game. Like, we're making a WarioWare game, but we want to see what people would actually pay for it. Which is a good move, I would say. Like, people have often complained about Nintendo games being too expensive and never like lowering in price. But if they can gauge what kind of prices people actually want for certain games, maybe that would, like, you know, get the most return on investment. I don't know. Very business speak. Post-apocalyptic Tokyo, that reminds me of Splatoon. Hope we see some Splatoon 3. Sorry if I'm not interested in this. I've never played anything in this series. I was kind of in my own head when I was... Okay, yeah, it is Shin Megami Tensei, okay. I didn't see the title originally, if they even showed it. I was like talking about return on investment or something. I love the animation on those enemies, though. The little floaty paper-looking enemies. Some people are like, yeah, now do Rhythm Heaven. This is an upsetting enemy. It's like a turnip on top of a chicken. Is that a multi-platform game? It's gotta be, right? The only thing I know of this series is from like the first few episodes of the Game Grumps playthrough, but I've never really been interested in it. Character designs or something though. I feel like I'd be more interested in this board game than just regular Danganronpa. Yep, Kevin's definitely excited about Rhythm Heaven. He makes a good point too. If there's like cameos of Rhythm Heaven characters, that'd be pretty cool. Fatal Frame, right? Wait, is this a remake? I thought Maiden of Blackwater was already out. Is this like a remaster? Yeah, it came out on Wii U. So this is a port? It's either a port or a remaster, right? How are they going to do the camera though? How did they used to do the camera? I guess past Fatal Frames didn't have a gamepad anyway, so...
Coming soon. Some even today. Your war is not over.
Always take some time to downscale everything, right? Because this is already out on other platforms. The DLC. I love how I like have this ancillary knowledge about games, but I have to like confirm it with the comments because I don't actually know for sure. I just kind of know about it through cultural osmosis on Twitter and things like that. Is this a downscaled version of the remaster on the other platforms? Because I know they already did a remake for 1 and 2, right? But only on the other platforms. I have like zero interest in whatever this is. NW players like, my entire timeline is just people losing their minds. So we saw this in the Ubisoft one. I really appreciate the animation though. Like if the Mario movie can look anything like this, because I'd imagine a studio like Illumination would be able to pull off something similar to this, although honestly this feels more fluid than a lot of their stuff does. In some ways. In other ways it feels still like an echelon below what the typical like animated feature film would have in it, but man, I really want to talk about the Mario movie, but maybe that's like something for another video. We don't know anything about it, obviously. But I love how, by the way, Rosalina, or Rabid Rosalina, is basically just April Ludgate from Parks and Rec, just like a disaffected teen, just really not interested in anything that's going on. That sounded like Kirby. No, it wasn't. Okay. It was like, there's gunshots, but oh snap, Advanced Wars? The original Advanced Wars, interesting. Remade in 3D. I'm sure people are gonna miss the sprites, because those are some classic sprites, but that's pretty cool. A remake of, or I don't know if you technically would classify this as a remake. I feel like the industry definition of a remake is not in agreement with what I would consider a remake. Because I feel like if something is just recreating something very faithfully, but from the ground up and with like totally new assets, then it's a remake. And something like Final Fantasy VII Remake, I would classify that as like a reimagining. And then remasters to me is like taking the existing assets and just sprucing them up a bit. So I don't want to be like, I don't want to get on a soapbox about it, but that's pretty exciting. People have been missing Advance Wars for a long time, so I'm sure even more people are freaking out now.
Please take a look.
Yep. Andrew's talking about Advance Wars, and then he linked to his sculpt that he did a little while ago. Advanced Wars. Digimanda's also like, oh snap. I still haven't played Age of Calamity. I also haven't. I feel like I talk about this every time Breath of the Wild is brought up in a reaction, but I still haven't finished Breath of the Wild. I'm not gonna. Well, long story short, I started a Let's Play of it with a friend of mine, and we never finished it. And I keep holding out hope that we'll finish the Let's Play, but we're so busy that we can't get together and play it. So I just need to bite the bullet and play it on my own. Also, I need to update Hylia Seraph. I haven't done that in years. It's still in beta, technically. Please talk about the new game, though. Please? Pretty please?
What you've just seen is a trailer for the first wave of DLC for the Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity expansion pack.
Because I can't lead with the sequel. They have to start with something less exciting, which is like DLC. But if he says something like, and one more thing.
I have a few more things to share with you all today.
A few more things. Skyward Sword, okay. That bodes well. Skyward Sword is just one of a few things that he's going to talk about related to Zelda. He's probably also going to talk about like the 35th anniversary, right? Maybe there's a collection. You know, I enjoyed this game when it came out initially, and then after that, my opinion kind of dampened a little bit with just thinking about the way it's designed. And I've only played through it once, so maybe I'd have to play through it again to see if I have like different feelings about it, but I enjoyed my first playthrough. I never had any issues with the controls. Speaking of controls, I had a Zelda Game & Watch. It was a dual screen Game & Watch game. I think I broke it though. I never bought the other Game & Watch that I wanted to get. I should get this one though. Because they did one for Mario too, right?
As well as a special version of the Game & Watch title Vermin, starring Link as the playable character.
Nice.
So that's 4 games on one system.
The Octoroks.
Longer Legend of Zelda games to the pick up and
You know, I imagine the Mario Game & Watch. It was a Mario Game & Watch, right? I imagine it's very expensive now because I'm assuming they've discontinued it because they just cut off all the 35th anniversary stuff for Mario, so... Whoa. It's the Dorito clock.
Alright, here's the last thing we have to show you. This is the sequel to The Legend of Zelda.
There he is. There it is. Here we go. I can't even talk right now. This is probably going to be spoilers for the first game, but you know what? I'm over it. Like, what's a spoiler at this point? Everybody knows what's in Breath of the Wild, and I'm just way behind, so... Or maybe I just won't get the context. Maybe it's just going to go over my head. Dehydrated Ganondorf. They're going to hydrate him in the trailer? Let's see how close Nicholas Cole's concept was to it. Excuse me? Are we going back to Skyloft? Because oh snap. Because the conceit of dropping from Skyloft down to Hyrule always felt like incomplete because you can only drop in like 3 places. But if you could just seamlessly go from Skyloft to anywhere in Hyrule, that would be incredible. Or is it... Yeah. Because I remember in the last trailer they had like the land rising up from the ground, so maybe the islands are just rising up. Like a recreation of Skyloft, maybe? Because I think Skyloft was returned to the ground, or at least part of it. Like the part with returned back to Hyrule. Sorry if you've never played Skyward Sword. Spoilers for Skyward Sword, I guess.
So, what did
But
you think? This time around, the setting for the adventure
all right,
has been
let's hear this.
expanded to include the skies above Hyrule. We'd like to ask you to wait a bit longer. We're aiming for a 2022 release, so I hope you'll look forward to
That's reasonable. That's reasonable. So we got Splatoon 3 and we've got Zelda, hopefully, in 2022. So maybe Splatoon would be like a summer title next year, and then Zelda in the holiday season. Oh, I guess it's over. I just realized it's already like 12:39. One more thing? No, I'd probably not. Yeah, alright. No Splatoon, that's okay. They've already showed us a little bit, so. Well, that was cool. That was cool. I liked it. I liked it a lot. That was a very strong showing from Nintendo. So, I guess we're going to Treehouse now. I'm not going to react to the Treehouse or anything like that. So I'll just mute this. Yeah, I was very pleased with that. I'm not going to give it like a rating because I'm not really into giving things numerical ratings, but I thought that was a really solid Nintendo Direct. And I'm not going to be able to watch the Treehouse because I've got to go to a meeting like right now. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and this reaction. I don't know. I might just cut it down a little bit so that you don't have to see the radio silence, the dead air, you know, when I'm not talking or if I'm not paying attention, but solid. All right. Well, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Do all the YouTube things, subscribe, like, comment if you want. I'm sure there's plenty of things I got wrong. Feel free to let me know. Dislike it if you didn't like it, you know? Anything's engagement, right? YouTube. I'm so bad at this. All right. Thanks, guys. See you in the next one.